So, what's going on guys, Kaids here, welcome back to a brand new video, and today I'll show you top 10 best island map codes in Fortnite creative mode. In general, I researched about 100 maps and these are the only best ones. And with that said, first things first, for every single player there'll be at least 3 to 4 maps to choose from. With that said, in today's video I'll show you a bunch of new mini games, a CSGO aka Counter-Strike Global Elite map, and a bunch of different games like Mini Battle Royale, Bed Wars, Rocket Arena, a huge football field where you can play football with cars, Manapoly, 1v1 maps, gun mini games, and much more. So if you are by yourself or with friends, then this is the video that you've been looking for. And without any further ado, let's get right into it. Then take a look at the first map on my list is the one and only Chinatown prop hunt map. So whenever I took a look at prop hunt mini games in general, I wanted to go for something original, modern and unique. So then I stumbled across this map and just take a look at the gameplay itself. In my opinion, it looks 10 out of 10. So obviously then the most important thing is that the map is huge by itself. You can play if you have only 2 or 3 friends or up to 16. At the start, there will be a pre-game lobby where you can choose whoever is the hunter and the seekers, or let the game choose automatically. Each round either way ends after 10 minutes of the seekers not finding anyone, or obviously the opposite thing that they find every single player in the span of 10 minutes and their team win. The team who is hiding obviously will get a gun which they can use to get and duplicate and become any item they want, and then there will be a bunch of options like you can sit still, you can change for different objects, and your main objective is to survive as long as possible. And if you were looking for something original, unique and simple at the same time that you want to play with your friends or with random people, then this is the map for you. Then going over to the second map on my list is a really unique mini game which is called the Counter-Strike Global Offensive. So if you have ever played a game called Counter-Strike, you'll definitely enjoy it. At the pre-game lobby, you can bring as many players as you want and each you split to 2 teams. After every single match, each team spawns in different locations and they take turns. So the first match they'll have a bomb, the second time not, and going further and further they'll switch, and the first team to 15 victories wins. Okay, so how can you get guns? Everything's simple. After every match, each of the players will be spawned in their different shops. Each of them will have 20 to 30 seconds to buy whatever they want. So whenever you kill other enemies, you help your teammates or revive them. If you plant the bomb and get the victory, you'll get materials which are actually a currency. So just take a look at the materials and you'll see how much money you have. Then after every single round, you'll spawn in the shop and you can buy whatever weapon or thing you want. And at every single map, there'll be 2 objectives. The first team will have to plant a bomb and the second team will have to defuse it or kill other enemies. If the whole team is wiped out, you win the match, or if you defuse the bomb, aka get the item. The mini game itself, in my opinion, is really cool for just streamers or any other players that are kind of bored of the old Fortnite and they want something new and something different. So if you want to play your own mini games in this Fortnite creative mode, then this is it. Then take a look at the third map on my list is really cool mini game which is called the 20 weapon gun game. So you can bring up to 16 players and each one of them will spawn in their different locations in the whole city. The map itself has been built on medieval times, so for the best settings and everything else, put your textures on epic and be the first man to 200 points. Okay, so with that said, there are a bunch of things that you have to know. First things first, after every single elimination you'll get a different gun. That's why it's called a 20 gun mini game. At first round you'll have a pistol, in the second round AR, rocket launcher, and going further the difficulty and the guns will of course increase. Obviously there are no building load whatsoever, but this map is specifically built so you can have a lot of natural cover, bunch of places where you can camp and look for other players, team up and make your own alliances or do whatever you want. If you're up for the challenge, then this is it. Then going over to the fourth map on my list is my favorite one of all of them, which is called the Rocket Arena mini game. Okay, so to be honest, it's nothing special, but at the same time has a really unique place from all of the maps on this list. So you bring as many players as you want and each you split to 2 teams. Every single player will get a rocket launcher and you have to eliminate all other players on their team. So basically you're playing a dodgeball or whatever you want to call it, and the only way to send their rocket to actually kill them is by shooting at the purple cube and then bounce back and kill the enemy. So obviously when you'll have 6 to 8 players, you'll be able to make a strategy. A bunch of rockets will be flying at you, so you'll have to dodge and kill them at the same time. But this mini games map is not too big, so you can bring and make a 1v1 or even a 2v2. It has that futuristic look and in my opinion is simple and awesome mini game that you can play with anyone. Then going over to the fifth map on my list is really simple but at the same time unique and with new features, 1v1 map. Okay, so the first things first is at every single time whenever someone will get eliminated, he can get right away all materials, all the weapons, and he's preset right away by stepping on a specific block. The new Fortnite creative mode has implemented a new system or mechanic that there are pre-made kits or basically like a weapon loadouts, and by stepping on one thing you can choose whatever loadout you want. So everything will be really fast and at the same time this map doesn't take too much space, so if you have a good or bad PC, no FPS will be removed whatsoever. And this map particularly doesn't have any sky limit, so you can fight as much as you want. If you're looking for a 1v1 map, then this is it. Then take a look at the sixth map on my list. Is a cool mini game which is called the Bed Wars. So obviously Halloween just passed and this map is based on a Halloween Bed Wars storyline. Everything is straightforward, you can bring up to 8 players, each of the players can switch to 2 or 4 teams, or each one of them can make a free-for-all. So each player spawns in their different island, they can farm materials and exchange them for weapons, defenses and much more. Each player's objective is to defend their own island and destroy their enemies. And there are different strategies, so you can either way use materials to build around defenses around your island. To not get destroyed, you can make alliances with different islands to destroy other players. You can just sit down, farm as many materials as you can and then run to the middle to get even better loot. And you basically get your drill. This really awesome and amazing Battle Royale mini game which I would definitely recommend for everyone. Then going over to the next map on my list is a really cool mini game called the Rainbow Parkour. So this particular map you can play either way by yourself or with friends. Each you will get a rocket launcher and you'll have to complete the parkour as fast as possible. So if you are one of the guys who like speedrunning, then this is the map perfectly for you. There'll be a timer on the right side indicating the time record, and obviously you can do it 5-10 times to get the best timer and to win the map overall. So at the right side you can see that a bunch of points are counting and your main objective is to collect all the points as fast as possible. But obviously if you're playing with other players, you'll have a sting grenades and a weapon. So you can either way play passively and try to kill other players while slowly collecting the circle points and unlocking different circles to get even more points, or you can just try to speedrun it as fast as possible, try to dodge different bullets, make alliances and much more. In my opinion, this map is really cool and unique, so just check it out. Then one of the last maps on my list is called the Predator Hunt. The minigame itself is really straightforward. It is basically a free-for-all in this jungle / foggy map. So the main appeal to this one is that all of your enemies or teammates will be able to just hide in plain sight. There'll be no teaming or anything allowed whatsoever because most of the time you'll not see where the next step is. So if you have a full 16-player map, each of them will fight and you'll have no idea where the next player is. The fog makes players invisible to other ones, so making it easier to make traps, try to camp different places to own them, try to get the best advantage and much more. Obviously, the last man standing on the map wins. So guys, if you were looking for a really unique and amazing hunting free-for-all map, then this is it. Then going over to the next map on my list is a really cool mini game which is called the Rocket League. So like I said at the beginning, this map is in my opinion really cool and amazing because you can play an American football with cars. So the map itself has been remade from actual game which is called Rocket League. The objective is really simple. Each you split 2 teams, you use cars. If you succeed, you score 1 point and the team with most points at the end of the game wins. To be honest, nothing more to say about this map. It has that futuristic feel. You can play with up to 16 players. Like I said guys, if you're bored from all the old and just the average mini game maps and you were looking for something really unique, then this is the perfect video for you. And with that said, now we have come to the last map, which is the best mini game from all of them, which is called the Manapoly. So the game itself is straightforward. You have to get to the middle as fast as possible. At the start you can roll the dice and see whatever number you get, then you move that many blocks. Obviously you can get into prison, you can get and make different traps for other players. All the rules and everything else will be at the pre-game lobby and shown you at the start. Obviously you can bring up to 16 players, but I would prefer 3 to 4. The map itself is big and has about 300 blocks or even more, so don't worry that after 5 minutes or so the map will end. In my opinion, it's really amazing and fun, and if you haven't ever played Manapoly in Fortnite, then you'll definitely enjoy it. So if you want to try this one out, then this is it. And with that said, I really do appreciate it for watching and I hope you enjoyed. This was my top 10 list of the best mini games / island maps in Fortnite creative mode. If you're looking for more map codes and different lists, then check my channel out and you'll find every single one of them already made. If any questions about maps or you're looking for different lists that you haven't found, let me know them in comment section down below and I'll make them as soon as possible. And the rest of it you already know. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to click that like and subscribe to keep up to date with every video that I make, which is every single week. And last but not the least, enable that notification bell so you'll be notified when a new video is up and running. I really do appreciate it for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. My name is Kaid. You have an amazing day and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy. Peace.
Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you. Come along and see it's true, but the world is pretty cold.